At the end of every sentence you were quietly there, where I couldn't place a period at the edge of my heart. Days I never spoke of were full of you. Like air, like shadow, you stayed without a sound. You faded into the margins, were always the truest part. I thought you disappeared, but I still whisper your name in silence. Some things refuse to be forgotten. I like you, still here somehow. In pages I turned too quickly, you were smudged between the lines. What I thought was blank was where you lingered longest. No one else might see it, but I always knew the heart leaves traces, especially from someone as quiet as you. You still in the space I left, a sentence I could never end. What I never said aloud, now I write softly line by line. I thought I'd moved on, but I was wrong. I've been writing you this whole time. You're the warmth still circling the white page. This is how I keep calling your name. You still in the margins, a hidden line inside my heart, a quiet echo no one else can read, only me. What I thought was empty was never truly bare. You were there, always, in the space between. The sky was really pretty that day, and you just smiled. Didn't say a word, but that smile. Remember that smile too well. The path you used to walk still holds a trace of blue, and sometimes I slow down when I pass it. You were my one and only blue. No other color could cover it. You show up when I close my eyes and vanish the moment I open them. Since that day I've been turning a little more see-through. You took everything except that blue you left behind. Not really craving anything lately, not really seeing anyone either. Just sometimes, really sometimes, I play the song we used to share. That cafe we like looks kinda worn out, that's it. Nothing special really. You were my one and only person you'll never see again, but still end up waiting for. I'm okay these days, but sometimes the sky looks too empty without you. Still I guess you're doing fine, right? Even if we met again, will we still smile like before? Probably not. Maybe that's why the blue stayed. Just about you. One day under your sky, maybe I'll fade too.
Sound inside me like a xylophone of feelings. Every time you smile that way, one of the notes goes out of tune. At first I thought it was just a silly little thing, but next to her, my expression starts to freeze. We're just friends, right? You'd laugh if I told you, but a tiny mallet in my heart keeps tapping out your name. So jealousy, ringing so sweetly. It started off like a joke, this feeling. Now it's suddenly too real. I hate the way she looks at you, and like a clumsy clunk the sound appears. My colors start to blur and smear. I don't even know what shade I am to you. Bright and pretty thoughts drift towards someone else, and every time I see that my heart hits a wrong note. Why now of all the times does this feeling start to play? I could have just let it go, but now it's louder every day. So don't jealousy, please don't let it show. This soft and noisy heart of mine, not quite a love song, more like a quiet sigh, pretending to smile, still just a friend. Today my chest goes pop again. Each note aligns only to your name. I keep wishing I could be a melody that means something to you. Could I've been a little song to you too? Was there ever a time I made your heart ring? So jealousy, because I like you. I wish even my jealousy could look pretty. The words I can't say just shatter like sound into the air. So clear, so bright, my first love aches. The weather's been nice lately. My latte tastes great. I changed my phone wallpaper to a cat. I don't even know. People are smiling, and I'm standing somewhere between them, saying I'm doing good. It doesn't feel like a lie anymore. I'm happy, okay.
videos on repeat, lying still, no thoughts. This is what being an adult feels like. I guess it's not so bad. At the end of a tired day, I whisper, good job, me. I'm happy, really. Even if I'm walking slow, I'm trying harder than anyone, even if no one knows I do. And that's enough. I made it through today, so yeah, I'm happy. Or at least I'll say I am. Really? Nothing much? I guess this counts as happy, right?
Between the seasons we left behind, your voice returns, soft as wind. It lingers like breath and quietly settles into my day. I thought you were gone, but maybe you never really left at all. I live through the memory of you, frozen in a day that won't return. A single smile, a certain gaze, they still keep me breathing. Even if love has ended, even as life moves on, in the end, it's your memory that keeps me alive. More than the photos we took, what comes back the most is that one quiet sentence I carved into my chest to never lose. It's okay, this is as far as we go. Inside that small goodbye, an entire season faded away. I live through the memory of you, inside a warmth that time can't erase. Even those silent tears have become the walls that hold me now. As time flows on, unnamed and quiet, I'm still holding you close as I live. Some people pass through, some people stay, but you became a part of me. I live through the memory of you. Even if I begin again, I'll end with you. Maybe it wasn't love, but it was something even deeper, a feeling no one else knows, held quietly just by me. And today, once again, I live through the memory of you. close to you. Even the pavement feels like it's just a sidewalk, but I swear I'm stepping on clouds every time you smile. My chest dips just a little, I don't know why, but I feel so soft around you. I'm feeling soft whenever you're near. My tough day heart melts like a marshmallow. One small poke and I might tear up. What is this feeling? You're melting me without even trying. That emoji you sent, not even cute, but now it is just a what are you do, and changes my whole day. Where did you learn that tone, that look? I tell myself to chill, but here I am smiling again. I'm feeling soft. You say one word and poof, my heart inflates like bubble gum. I float for no reason, even when you do nothing special. I still fall just 'cause you're you, and that's enough. I wasn't like this before, more cold brew than honey tea, but somehow with you I turn into soft serve me. I'm feeling soft, really, even I don't recognize this version of me. Little things now, all taste like you. No big moment, no big reason, but I'm already in deep. My days are melting at the warmth you bring. Since the day I came to be, I believed I was born with light, a fire buried in a quiet icy blue. No one could reach me easily, no one could truly hold me. I was made of a heart unbroken but always alone. This is the fate of the sapphire, to shine only after waiting through endless dark. If I could rest even for a moment in someone's eyes, maybe that's why I was born at all. Love has always circled me, but never reached all the way I knew it. Loneliness was written in my lines. Still there was one who called me by name, truly, and because of that voice I never shattered. This is the fate of the sapphire. When the coldest heart burns the brightest, no one may notice, but in one quiet breath my name remains, and for that memory was just a pebble longing to be loved. Yet even in the solitude I chose, there was honesty. This is the fate of the sapphire. I may not break, but I don't shine easily. If I can remain in one person's memory until the very end, that will be enough. That will be my forever.
Blush like an apricot's cheek. I pass by you again today. In your shadow under the sunlight, my whole day gently stains. It feels like you already know, but saying it out loud might break it. My heart's still soft and not quite ripe, like fruit waiting on the branch. Apricot crush, a tender little heart circling you, like wind that never lands. Not quite sweet, not bitter either, just colored by your smile, slowly ripening in a season only I know. You probably don't realize why I smile for no reason, why I step back a little when our eyes meet too long. Close enough to almost touch, still I swallow the whole day. Funny, isn't it, to like someone this much quietly? Apricot crush, a silent confession, a folded paper grain hidden behind your back, afraid it might fade with the season. I hold the words in, savoring you like a bite of sweet hesitation. Maybe you too are slowly ripening like me. Maybe we're just not quite ready yet. Apricot crush, softly coloring my sky, a little heart blooming beneath the sun, always pointing to you. I hope you feel it even if I never say, because just looking is already enough for love this pure. The sunlight that day felt softer than usual. Your shadow brushed my heart in a quiet kind of way. Even without words, I could feel your warmth, as if the once touched feels unfamiliar now, but that light through the curtain still falls the same. The simple things we used to say, looking back now, they were the most special, though they sounded plain. This is a record of silver sunlight, a memory pressed gently into time. The feelings I thought I lost begin to bloom again. The sun never speaks, but underneath it, we were our truest selves, softly, quietly, always. The days when nothing happened turned out to be the most precious. I only realized long after they passed. This is a record of silver sunlight, fragments of a season called you. You may be far away now, but whenever sunlight falls just right, I go back to that moment with the smallest, brightest version of me, and hold the memory of you gently as if never let go. Three stars lit up the night. They watched each other in silence. No one dared to speak first, 'cause they knew what would break. One smiled, one pretended not to see, one bit their lip, swallowing a sense of the inevitable. This is the legend of the triangle, three hearts pulling in different directions, never meeting at the center. A story that shattered quietly. Who was first? Who was last? No one speaks of this love.
The moment I saw you, my heart quietly paused. In a world of familiar colors, you were light of your own. Before I could say a word, your eyes smiled first, and from that moment on, you became my season. So incredibly bright, too beautiful for words. I let my sentence trail off, not because I lack the words, but because I feared they'd make you disappear. Your warmth, your scent, even the way your hand moved, everything about you was impossibly lovely. Even now, I still picture that day. Though time has passed, the memory glows in place. I thought those feelings were over, but they bloom again. Every moment you existed in still feels like now to me. So incredibly bright, a feeling no language could hold. Like a dream that brushed past me but left only you behind. That casual tone of yours, the way you smiled then paused, all of it shined like starlight just for me. If I see you again, I might not be able to smile, because I missed you far more than I admitted. So incredibly bright, even your name feels too precious to say. Just be there wherever you are, even as a single ray in my memory sky, because still that brilliance whispers through my day.
Even if I never see you
At the start, we all swayed a little to grow. We didn't know sunlight and let the wind soak us easily. The first page of us was filled with awkward words, shy hellos, holding tiny trembles. This is a youth report of tender leaves, between shyness and spark. We didn't know each other well, but we wanted to try. Hearts thin as paper, nearly torn, still holding dreams that wouldn't bend. All those green tinted moments are still alive in every line. There were days soaked in rain, nights we bent under the wind. We looked up pretending not to cry, but our eyes always shone between you and me. Words that felt like nothing now feel the most honest, still growing somewhere in memory. This is a youth report of tender leaves, the draft of feelings we couldn't erase, stories we never fully told, quietly written in the margins. Hey, we were beautiful because we were incomplete, like sentences without a period, still left open, pressed deep into the heart. I thought growing pains were long gone, but sometimes even now I miss that time. The me who bloomed even while breaking. This is a youth report of tender leaves, each line, each page. It feels like you a season I passed through your life, still gently growing in the corner of my heart.
The night sky held its breath as you took one quiet step closer. In the glance we shared, a wordless melody began to play. We hadn't even touched, but my heart already knew that moment. Time froze into silver light, silver kiss, a confession given before any words, breath painted under and everything. One silent truth our hearts already knew. In one fragile second